Going on, Money Plays? First off, I want to thank you guys for accepting comedians into your community, because comedians are notorious for ruining art, and that's what we've done to this place. Like the last performer, what was her name? Sam? Like she was like a wonderful sorceress who like sees our art is life, and she like sees a dead tree and she brings it back to life with magic and makes it bear fruit again. And comedians are like drunken goblins that waddle up with rabies and foaming mouths, and we turn all the fruit into dicks, and then we yell at you for not liking the dicks. Like that's what comedians are to what this is. So I appreciate you guys for accepting our dick fruit. Thank you so much for that. So I'm not from Vegas. I'm from Reno. Oh my God, you actually know where Reno is. You're smarter than 98% of Las Vegas. Because when I say I'm from Reno, most of Las Vegas considers that the Great White North, and that's it. I might as well say I'm from the heart of darkness. But so I'm from Reno, and we do things a little bit different. Like in northern Nevada, things are different. We have small towns that are weird. I went to this town called Urington. I did a show in Urington, Nevada, right? And I get pulled over by a police officer. Cop comes up to my window. He's like, "You know why I pulled you over, son?" I was like, "Speeding." He's like, "That's right, son. We do things a bit slower out here in Urington." I was like, "Man, I'd hate to get raped in Urington." That would be the worst. Why would you clap for rape, sir? Especially slow rape. You're cool. There's another town. This town it's called Fallon. It's about an hour outside of Reno. It's got about 20,000 people living in it, and its biggest export is cow manure, okay? So when you drive into Fallon, they've got this sign that says, "Welcome to Fallon, the Oasis of Nevada." And I want them to change their sign to say, "Welcome to Fallon, we don't know what the word oasis means." Up in Reno, I'm glad I'm not in Reno right now, because in Reno right now they have this event called Street Vibrations going on. And it's this big national biker rally. And if you've never met a biker, they are shitty human beings. They are not cool. But I went to college up there, so I was always looking for money. I was always working odd jobs. And my buddy said, "Hey, Matt, do you want to work security for Street Vibrations at the Circus Circus," which is one of the hotels up there? And I'm like, I know the beard screams badass, but the glasses scream giant pussy. Like, I could not take on a biker at all. On the side of the Circus Circus, they have a sign that says, "Welcome Street Vibrations, no colors." Is it no gang colors, right? Can you imagine me trying to stop a biker guy with gang colors from going into a casino? I'd be like, "Hey, man, no colors." He'd be like, "What the fuck did you just say to me, boy?" I'd be like, "Cute vest. Proceed. Don't do any slow rape, sir." So I went out on a date last week. That was cool. Thank you. I was surprised too. That was fun. I really liked this girl. I really liked her a lot. So I got all gussied up. You know, I put on my new shirt, my lucky shoes, my show off my dick jeans. And as I'm walking out of my house, my roommate looks at me. He goes, "Hey, Matt, your balls called. They want their personal space back." He had been playing Xbox 360 all day. I look back at him. I go, "Hey, roommate, your virginity call said it's coming to party." He looks back at me. He goes, "Hey, Matt, David Bowie from Labyrinth called. He said, nice." So I got on this date. It's not a good date. It's not a good date at all. Because in the first conversation that we have, she tells me that she's terrified of the male organ. And I was like, I'm terrified of taking this relationship any farther. But when you think about it, like, it makes sense. Because on the scale of pretty things in the universe, most pretty being like a spring day or something like that, dicks are way at the bottom of the ladder. Like, let's do this for science, guys. Pretend you've never seen a penis in your entire life. They don't exist on the planet Earth. You get off of work, you walk into the street, you might go to the movie theater, you might go bowling, and a dick just beams down from space in front of you. You would be like, "Oh my God, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's like an arrow, and a mushroom, and some ball bearings. Oh, and it's been covered in Grandpa's ear hair. Oh my God." It's been infected with elbow skin. Jesus. Captain Kirk wouldn't even fight that shit, you guys. I got another 5? You should have told me that before I wrote an already 5-minute set. Okay. I got another 5. Wait, let me. Whoa, here it is, everybody. Right out of my ass. So, I work at 5 in the morning every day. So I live off of coffee. And I walked into Starbucks 2 days ago, and the barista looked at me, and he says this, "Looks like you need a cup of coffee." And I thought about it for a second. That's just barista language for, hey, you look like a bucket of shit. You look terrible right now. Nothing could make you look worse. One time I walked into a Starbucks, and it was a girl barista, and she was pretty cute, so I was like, hey, what's going on? She looks at me, she goes, you look like somebody who would know. How was the new Star Trek movie? I was like, what the hell? Is this what racial profiling feels like? Why would you say that to me? One time I went to work and the coffee machine, like I went to work and I'm walking into the coffee room and my boss looks at me and she's like, oh, Matt, you look pretty tired, but you better wake up. We got a lot of work to do today. And I was like, I don't know, my give a fuckometer doesn't care right now. Sorry, it's really low. I walk up to the coffee machine and it says, there's a Post-it note on it. It says, sorry, coffee machine broken, kitty cat smiley face. And I was like, time to murder everybody in the building. Here we go. And my buddy is like, no, Matt, it's okay. It's okay. Drink this black tea because it's got almost as much caffeine as a cup of coffee. And I read the box and it says, gently nudge yourself out of bed with this warm blend of herbs and spices. And I was like, that's a shitty advertisement for an energy drink. If I was going to make a tea that's supposed to wake you up in the morning, it'd be like on the back of the box and say, are you ready to make some bad decisions? Well, guess what? One sip of this tea and you wake up faster than when your mom tried to pull the covers off you when you had morning wood. This joke only applies to people with dicks. Sorry, ladies. One sip of this tea and you'll go on safari on the surface of the moon with Teddy Roosevelt and the entire cast of Gremlins 2. Why? 'Cause fuck you. That's why. That fuck you was dedicated to everybody who hasn't given a shit about me being on stage so far. So, I've got a black friend. You know what? In Vegas, it's not that big of a deal. In Reno, I get applause. All right. He's been one of my best friends for a long time. We met in high school. I call him BBJ because it stands for Big Black John because he's 6'3", he's 350 pounds, and he's black. But John is like a racial chameleon, okay? Because when he's with his black friends, he can be thug as shit, you know? But when he's with his white friends, he's the most adorable little white girl you've ever met in your entire life. Okay? I have examples. One time, he's playing football in Pasadena. I call him up. I'm going, what's going on, John? How you doing? He's like, what's up, Matt? He's living with 5 of the black guys. He's like, what's up, Matt? What's up, dog? I haven't talked to you in a minute, son. Hold up. Devontae, ease up, dog. Ease up, Matt. I'm going to have to go in my room. Hold up. And I hear the door close, and he's like, hi, Matt. How's it going, buddy? Good to hear from you, friend. Oh, don't worry about that. Just a little bit of horseplay. You know how it is. Seriously, how's your 401k? Is it doing all right? I like that joke because it's 85% true. One time, John came up to visit me in Reno, and I got to work all day, and I come home, and I open the door. He's hanging out watching TV at my house. I open the door. This is the first thing I hear. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Oh. And I shut the door, and I see this black flash jump across the screen, and he grabs the remote control, and he changes the channel real fast. I was like, John, it's like I just caught my 13-year-old son masturbating. Were you watching The Sound of Music? He was like, no, dog, no. I was like, good, because Julie Andrews is a bitch. He was like, whoa, you go too far. I like that joke because it's 90% true. One time, me and John were playing beer pong here in Vegas, and he turns to me. I like this joke because it's 100% true. He turns to me, and he says, Matt, my mom's been on Ancestry.com, and she just found out that our family is from Arkansas, and we left Arkansas 150 years ago. And I looked at him confused, and I was like, Arkansas? John, what the hell was your family doing in Arkansas 150... Oh. I am sorry. Thank you very much, guys. My name's Matt Wiegand.
Very funny.